See, they had settled down for quite some time in these very thick bushes. And we just thought maybe we would have another glimpse of that white one there. She seems to be a little bit restless, moving from one line to the next. It's amazing, earlier on we were talking about how difficult it would be for her to hunt on her own with her color. If you look at her, I think she would also do pretty well. And if you look there, the young male also came up to join with the rest of these pride members, and looks like he's laying down there. Now you can see how thick it is. We've had plenty of rain and there is plenty of water. Kelly, you're asking if it would be easy for the white lions to find a mate. I tell you what, I think that'll be the easiest thing to do. For the female especially, I don't think it's going to be as easy for the male, or would be as easy for the male. Because remember, the males, they stand a very less chance of surviving. Right now, he is with the pride, and he and his brothers will get kicked out of the pride in the next couple of months. And then life will get tough for him and his brothers. And if he and his brothers make it and they survive and they get into their primes, or at least they'll be somewhere around 6 towards 7 years of age, and they're strong enough, because it is 3 of them, that is quite a large coalition and it's going to have a lot of strength. So to find a mate, they will have to fight to get a mate. Should they win the fight against those rivals or whatever males, depending on where they are, and then in that manner, that white one would have found a mate. And with the female, she's going to be with this pride in particular. And when new males move in and kick out those dominant males now, then that white female will also in that way have found a mate. So you see, it's one of the reasons why, for me, it was more exciting when the second one was born, because I knew back then that that young male, it's nice to have a white lion in the reserve, and him being a male, he was going to be kicked out of the pride and he was going to move off to wherever life takes him. But when that female was born, for me, it was actually the best news, because she's now going to stay with the pride, if she survives, for quite some time, which means we're not worried about having a white lion for 3 years or so in our property. Whereas if this female survives, she could easily live close to 15 years of age, which means for the next while, we might have the white lion in the property. Look there. Mostly what we can see is lines, and some of them we can just see the reflection of the eyes through the grass. See that young male. It's incredible how much now they blend in, even more than they did this morning. See, because it's getting dark, all the potential prey for these guys are also losing light. So the eyesight of the antelopes or the impalas and the wildebeest and all that is not that good at night. So basically, it's difficult for them to see. And knowing how well these lions blend in the evening is just scary. But, however, looks like they've decided to move slightly west of their previous position that they were this morning, which is a good sign. If they can keep heading north and west, maybe, just maybe they might join up with the rest of the pride. It's been a while since we've seen the whole pride together in one place. And just behind that male there, you can see there's another lion lying down. And if you look in that bush right in the middle of your screen, see, looks like there's also a pair of eyes there. And the lion might have taken his head down. But this just shows you how well hidden after dark these lions can get.
After all break,
Evis, you're asking if lions would eat animals that have been killed by a venomous snake. So I think, let me first clarify there. So venom is only harmful if it is injected. And the difference between venom and poison is that poison is consumed and venom is injected. So if you were to eat anything venomous, provided that venom does not go through your bloodstream, you don't have any open wounds or cuts inside, then you would be fine. But to answer your question, I think if that animal has just recently died, it is an opportunity that the lions will take and eat. The only problem would be if the lion has any open cuts inside where that venom would manage to access its bloodstream, therefore becoming quite venomous. But I think it is a very good opportunity for them and they'll take it. But if it's been dead for quite a long time and it's going off, they will not eat it, not because it's got venom, but just because it's almost rotten. You can see the eyes and they reflect to the light. So in most cases in the evenings, that helps a lot when we're looking for these animals, because that now sticks out, especially with the light. And you can see they're starting to become more active and playful. Right now I'm not too sure, but I think that one at the back is the white one. See, if you look at the ears there, you'll see that they are not as prominent black as they are of the other ones. So I think that is that white female. It's just joining in on the fun. Right, we can see the signs of these animals starting to be more and more active. Actually, I'm expecting a couple of yawns and stretches from them. Maybe they'll get up.